Good morning.
Morning.
It is just gone 8 o'clock. Is it Monday? We're getting
No idea.
yeah, Monday
Yes.
morning. We're still at Hest Bank, which is where you saw us last time, but the camera's pointing this way instead of that way, so it looks different. We're going to move this morning, but we're only moving literally maybe 400 or 500 yards.
Yeah.
Where we are, there's no access to the road, so we're going to move up the canal just to the end of the moorings, and there's access to a path. And that's where Kev from Bickerstaff is going to bring our new sofa.
Bigger
Hopefully.
sofa.
A bigger sofa.
Bigger sofa.
Dylan's looking forward to it more than we are.
Yeah.
So we're going to get the sofa delivered, and then today we're going to fill up with water and empty the pots and do some shopping in Carnforth.
Yes.
Ready?
Oh, I am.
Let's go.
You said let's jump on the bus and take a ride downtown. Well, I don't know about that, but can you help me first to get these boxes down? Well, I don't know about that. We have the whole day now just to ourselves, so we can clean the house or clear out some shelves. You said whichever you feel like doing first. I said, well, I don't know about that, 'cause it's my lazy day, just wanna lazy away. Ain't gonna do a thing for the rest of the day. You can try to seduce me, make me wanna play. I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
So as we come out of Hest Bank, we've got these permanent moorings, and just look at the view from these moorings and the houses. That is pretty awesome. This would be a great winter mooring. Just looking out over the bay, it's brilliant.
There's a whole list full of all the things we can do, but I wanna do none, wish that you did too. So you can just keep trying and I'll just keep saying I don't know about that, 'cause it's my lazy day, just wanna lazy away. Ain't gonna do a thing for the rest of the day. You can try to seduce me, make me wanna play. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
You alright, Batman?
Oh.
Tell you what, some lovely properties, immaculate gardens. So this one we didn't get a shot of it, and they have like the house is like there and the canal is there, so there's no balcony or garden or yard or anything, and they have these patio doors that kind of open out
Onto the canal.
Can you imagine if you had like too many glasses of wine that night?
Oh, I'd be in there.
I'm off for a pee. It would as well, that'd be you, wouldn't it? So, a friend of ours who used to come over and visit every now and then. That would have been fun, wouldn't it? Where's the toilet?
Yeah, it's
just through those
it's
doors.
through there, Tom.
When you look on the Nicholson's guides and also on Google Maps, as you come out of Hest Bank, it seems to be kind of surrounded by houses all the way up towards Carnforth.
I'm still here. I'm just going round a 90-degree bend.
But in reality, it's actually like this. All the houses are like really nice, and as you'll see in a minute, as soon as we go under this next bridge, the views just start to open out. So to the left you've got the bay which comes in, and as we start to head further north, the bay starts turning into those distant hills up towards the Lake District. It's absolutely stunning. Followed. Yeah, she's pretending to look at her watch, but she's following us. We're in Bolton-Le-Sands.
There's no sand.
There is some sand down there, but we're quite high up on the side of the hill, just hugging the hill, going round towards Carnforth. Or if you're one of our more southern friends, Carnforth. She's still following us. We notice every time I look round, she looks round as well.
Colin.
Tell you, it's this camera. It's like a magnet for gongoozlers.
It really is.
We can be in the middle of nowhere, literally the middle of nowhere, get the camera out just to do a piece of camera, and all of a sudden bikers, walkers, kayakers, paddleboarders, boats, aeroplanes,
trains,
Vulcan bombers.
Vulcan bombers. You crackers.
Crank it up, she's catching us up.
She should be.
So we're coming into Carnforth and no spaces. All the spaces have gone. What are we gonna do? So, plan B. What we're gonna do is go down, there's a water point just down at the end of these moorings. We're gonna call and get some water, because we need some anyway. And you never know, in the hour, one of these moorings might come free. If not, we'll go to plan C. And what's plan C? Answers on a postcard. So this is Carnforth, and we got here and all the visitor moorings were full, so we have temporarily moored while we're getting some water at the services. So you can see the hose pipe. We're just filling the tank up with water. We're going to empty the pots, and hopefully, he says, fingers crossed, one of these moorings might become available. What we're actually thinking is, while we're filling it with water, Sean's just nipped over to Tesco, and as soon as he gets back, we're actually thinking of going on. There are some kind of dark clouds up in the distance that look a bit threatening, but for the most, the forecast is actually for some more dry weather this afternoon. So plan C, Sean's going to come back with the shopping, fill it with water, empty the pot, and then move forward. There's something a bit weird about coming out of Carnforth. It gets a bit House on the Hill. Is that movie? Is that what it was called?
Something like that.
The House on the, a bit like Friday the 13th. I don't know what it is. It just, if you come up here, you'll see what I mean. You come out of Carnforth and it kind of goes a bit windy, treey, and it all gets a bit, I don't know, just, it felt creepy.
You can't moor.
And you can't moor anywhere, which is probably why Carnforth's full. The nettles are like that long. So we're going along, we're going to go under the M6 in about 5-10 minutes, and then after that it does open out a little bit.
Yeah, which is what we like.
We do like it open. Nice and wide and open, nobody about, near a shop, good internet.
Oh yeah.
No neighbours. It's not too much to ask, is it? I'm not being picky. Am I being picky?
No, you're not.
I'm not being picky at all.
Spooky.
This is the Capenwray Arm.
Spooky.
It is proper spooky. It's not very long, it's only a couple of 300 yards long, and there's a big basin at the end of it.
Big turning circle.
And it used to serve a quarry. The quarry's not in use anymore, it's just all woodland now. So there's this big turning circle, this big basin at the end, and then there's this jetty and a couple of moorings just further up there. You can moor here for a week in the summer or 2 weeks in winter. I wouldn't want to be moored here in winter, would you?
Absolutely not.
Proper spooky.
Ooh.
It proper is. Can you not like smell like spookiness?
I can smell ghosts.
It might be washing actually. We need to do some washing. So there you go, Capenwray Arm. Are we off?
Let's go.
Hold me.
Oh.
That were a close shave. What don't you think it was?
Yeah, it was. It was a numpty.
We had a numpty We're on a windy bit of the Lancaster, and we were coming round the little boat. It were only about 40 foot, wasn't it? It were like, so Sean had to slam on, literally slam on, and then we got the dirty look. Get that! Oh, chuckle bunny. So the only criticism, if it is a criticism, I've got of the Lancaster so far is the lack of moorings along the towpath. The towpath runs like all the way up the Lancaster, but you've got very little opportunity for actually mooring. As you can see, there's Armco up on the left hand side here, but as soon as you get within like 3 feet of it, the shape of the canal is just, it's not meant for mooring. It's literally less than a foot deep at the sides. So just got to carry on, we'll find somewhere. So perhaps not as well known as the Loon Aqueduct, but it's in an equally lovely setting. This aqueduct's also designed by John Rennie, completed in 1797, also known as Bridge 132. This is the aqueduct that goes over the River Keer, the Keer Aqueduct. So this is where we finally moored. We've looked for about 100 spaces, and the problem is with the Lancaster Canal is it's very shallow at the sides and then it kind of goes in after 2 or 3 feet. So it's really difficult to get the boat close to the side, and there's lots of spaces in between the undergrowth where you think you can get the boat in till you move it in and you get about that far from the edge and crunch. So we've gone from Carnforth, which is where we plan to stay for the next couple of days. We've actually ended going right the way to the end, and we moored just there. Might be able to see there's a very, very slight tilt in the boats. We kind of sat on the silt at the side. It's not rocky, which is good. I don't like it when you moor up and every time you move you kind of bang in the hull. That frightens me a little bit. I know it shouldn't, but it does. I don't like it. But this is just silty, so it's just kind of sat on the silt right at the sides, which is not too bad for me. It doesn't disturb me that much. And it's a 2-day mooring, so we're going to be here till probably Wednesday or Thursday this week. Hopefully the rain will stop by then. The wind's starting to get up and it is going to rain for a couple of days, so we're going to hunker down on the boat for a few days. If you've liked the vlog, give it a like, subscribe if you're not already, and click the bell, and YouTube will let you know every time we release a new vlog. Anything to add? One day you will.
No.
We'll see you next time.
See you later.
Oh, what a view!
Oh!
No, not you.
I know.
We haven't rehearsed this. See, Pat and Eileen have ordered the pump out truck. Got myself a friend.
Colin just thought he saw a kingfisher.
It was a kingfisher, my first kingfisher.
It was a dairy milk wrapper.
It wasn't a dairy. How many dairy milk wrappers have you seen picking a 4-inch chub out of the canal and flying off with it?
It was a dairy milk wrapper. Eileen.
hardcore boater. So there wasn't any thought given to locks or bridges or anything like that. So we're going to hunker down for a few days. We'll see you next time.
See you later.
So this is where we finally moored. So this is where we finally moored.